Hey guys, I got on here with like a rough start, and I was just like, let me do this one more time. I like got on here with a really rough start, so yeah. I never like how this headband looks on me. Could be ruffling up a lot like with that. But how's everybody doing? Hope everybody gets on here. Let me just- Hey, how you doing? Try to push this a little back. Oh, okay. Guess we got me in here. How you doing though? Hey everybody. Yeah, I got on here with like a rough start, and I was just like, let me do this better because I don't like the way it is. Yeah, I didn't like the way it started off, so I was Vaseline. But yeah, I hate having this whiteboard behind me because it makes my hair look really weird. But yeah, trying to keep this up. Let's see. I'm okay. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, hi, doing okay. Rough day, but never nothing. Nonetheless, blessed. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Yeah, I know what you're saying about those days. It'd be like, I think I'm having one. Because I got up and I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this live. I was going to do it like yesterday, but I was so busy. And I've been busy a lot lately for many reasons. But yeah, I'm just like trying to figure out like how to get on live. At least try to do it like at least once a week. But yeah, I only try to get on here when God like allows me to get on here instead of me. Thank you, Zaria. Hope I said that right. Because I be butchering names up in a minute, and I don't like nobody when they butcher up. I don't like when people butcher up my name. I don't like when they do that, but I understand nobody knows how to pronounce my name. But yeah, so I'm just like, hope I didn't say that wrong. Just push this up. Okay. Um, Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here for the part 2 of Esther. It's one thing God wanted me to talk about that I didn't talk about on part 1, which was 127. It was a strong concordance. Also doing with the Bible verse as well. But anyway, the strong concordance means ground and land. So and dust and dirt. And what God is saying is that like basically where you're wherever you're at right now for children of God that's on here, whatever you're at right now, it's not serving anything. It's kind of like it's like dust right now and debris. Like it's not serving anything right now. If you go to the land where God has stuff at, it's a lot of harvest. So it is going to be a transition, of course, but when you get there, it's going to be something for you because right now it's and I'm going to tell you something too, God was saying as well with the dust also in the new land, it wasn't nothing there, right? It wasn't no it really wasn't land. God creates things, right? So he was creating things like out of nothing. So he was creating it when it was dust and it was like a nobody land, basically. Nobody stayed there. like kind of thing. And so he was making something new for you in this time. So now the place that you're at is dust. And now the place that it was dust in like the past, now it's land. Now it's water. Now it's trees. Now it's fruits. Now it is something you can go to now when you allow God to get you to that next part. It's very interesting the way he was showing me because I'm like, God, they ain't even gonna understand what I'm saying. Because like the last video that I had about like the Ziploc analogy and all that stuff, and I was just like, oh my God. When he be telling me stuff, I'm like, I don't even be understanding it. So I'll just be like, okay, I'm just gonna go wherever you're telling me. But yeah, that's what basically that he's saying. It's that it was not nothing to your to that land he wanted you to go to. Now it's something there because of everything that you sold in this season. You have sold so much more than you think you did, and that's what created the land that you were actually able to go to. Is he's going to give you a path. Now you got somewhere you can go to now. How does he tell you stuff? Because I want to hear too. What? Who is this? Hold on. How does he tell you stuff? Because I want to hear too. Anything that I tell anybody is something that you'll know on your own, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah. But I don't know. Hold on. Anything that the Lord tells you, tells me, I meant to say, more likely you have found out yourself, if you get what I'm saying. Anybody else on here? Okay. What's the slang for that? Okay. Hmm. Like, okay. Oh, okay. Because I just want to know, because I did start pretty late today, but I'm going to hope that everybody else can get in here as well. So, yeah. Okay. So, um, what the? Hmm. Hold on. It is what I was trying to put in. I was trying to put anyway, I was trying to put it is what it is. I was actually trying to put it a different kind of way, but yeah. But anyway, um I've been missing your live, so I don't know much about what was already said. Actually, I didn't even say anything in the beginning. Actually, I before I got oh, you're talking about the other live, the part one. That's what you're talking about. Just go on there, but look at the beginning and mostly to the end. But the beginning, yeah. Lately I've been having a lot of different kind of people get into my life, so I've been trying to be careful on how to not say too much and then say enough, because there's a lot of like demonic activity I have noticed on my lives and stuff, a lot of people's ministry, but I'm just saying for me I have noticed, so I don't got time for it. uh, yeah, so yeah, go back to that, yeah, because I've been trying to make sure I've been like very like I've been allowing God to give me the discernment, and I've been, I don't got time for it because I have noticed it's not always about, it's not always about us and like prophets that make the videos or apostles or pastors or evangelists. It's also they're trying to bother the children of God that's on here getting the message. And I'm not allowing that. So no. Mm-mm. Just no. And I'm doing good. All right. I also wanted to talk about too, since this lady actually got me on to doing Esther treatments. I wasn't even going to do it because I wasn't ready to talk about it, but now I am, of course. So Esther, yeah, yeah, I'm not. I don't got time for none of it. But yeah. So I wanted to talk about also with the video, what I wanted, not video, the live, I wanted to talk about sex before marriage, and I also wanted to talk about in masturbation, and talk about the struggles of Paul. So I'm going to also get back onto 127 in a Bible verse. But, anyways, what I wanted to say was in this generation and in this world in general, I noticed that they always trying to mix around the Bible to make it feel comfortable for themselves. And so they will say, like, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so in the Bible, um, no, you're not having no like sex before marriage. You're not doing any of that stuff, right? You're not doing it. And if you do it, it is a sin. And in this generation, they make it seem as if that you can do. Hey, be bold and peace. Hello, how you doing? Um, but yeah, oh, let me just do this right. All right. So they act as if that you can have sexual relations before you get married, and that's not the case. So, like, it's just you're trying to people be trying to like flip around the Bible, and it's just like you can't do that. What causes is generational curses in the near future when you start having children, and just curses in general, like to you. If you know for certain what's going on, and so if you, I always will say, you hear anyone say that stuff, let that stuff go, because that is ruining what God is trying to do. He's trying to build Esther's, okay? He's not trying to build whatever kind of woman. He's trying to build the right people for the position. And so it's just like having sex before marriage, as we're in Christ now. Now, if everybody was in the world in the past, of course, you did things you're supposed to do in the past. That's just what it was. But now, since we're in Christ and things have changed, we got washed and cleansed and purified, and daily getting purified with the word and stuff like that, or whatever transition God has us in, whatever season. Yeah, you do not go back to the past as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? And plus, that's just it. You just don't supposed to, do that stuff. So, um, whoever that's trying to tell you that it's okay and it's fine, and then it's like God's not looking at it. Don't repent if you do make that sin. Just act like it ain't nothing, or if you do it, you're gonna keep on, doing it and stuff like that. No, like Paul had issues where he had to go talk to God about. He wanted to have, like, basically he was struggling with two different lives, so two different desires basically. Um, so let me look at that real quick. All right. Let me just look at this part right here. I had it on here earlier, but so none of that stuff happens. Hold on, I think I found it. Torn between. Hello, Carmen. All right. All right, so and this one, so it talks about right here Philippians chapter 1, verse 12 through 18 explains perspective on his imprisonment. Especially, Paul sees the many hardship of his life as a good thing for the reason they have led to the spread of the gospel. Paul has been held captive. This has allowed him to preach to the jailers. So it says right here with Philippians, um, Philippians chapter 1, verse 23, I am hard pressed between the two. My desire is to depart and be with Christ, for that is far better. I'm torn between two desires. I long to go and be with Christ, which would be far better for me. God is saying that that happens usually with masturbation, usually with, um, I'm doing good myself, just chilling. But yeah, um, that's basically what God was telling me about whoever that's struggling with that. It's a stronghold. So you're gonna have to do. Some people are gonna have to do some type of just lust in general. You're gonna have to go to fasting. You're gonna have to do those type of measurements. Like you're gonna have to go fasting. You got to go petitioning, stuff like that. Of course, always getting into the word. But you're gonna have to do that because that's the only way that's gonna really help you with them type of strongholds. Because them demons are very they're very obsessive and possessive, so they don't want you to get to your purpose, however big your mantle might be. However, whatever mantle you have, they don't want you to get there. So you're going to have to do that when it comes to that. And struggles can be to a lot of things, struggling with anger, struggling with anxiety, struggling with depression, struggling with a lot of things. Because I also, that's what God is saying, it could go two different ways as well, besides just his issues on a lot of different ways. It can go even more, be more many as other ways as well, more things added to that. Because some people deal with a lot of stuff that they don't put on themselves or what done happened generationally. So you're going to have to, yeah, absolutely ask God to help you out with that and how to do the fast if you have to do that. Whatever He's leading you to do in that situation to break free of that, get deliverance and salvation. So yeah, and also with these struggles that you go through in life, it causes. It shows from 127 Strong's. It says shame, so it also causes shame as well. So don't let you have did something good and then you did something bad or you thought something bad, whatever that could possibly be, and then bring you back into that mentality of shame. So God wanted me to talk about that as well. So just make sure that you keep yourself on the up and up with that. But it's always good to get in the word and let God lead you to wherever He wants you to go so you can seek that deliverance, whatever that you know that needs to be delivered. That could be health, whatever that is, poverty, whatever that is, ask God for that, how to break that off of you. And also ask for patience and faith, increased faith in that time, because a lot of stuff that sometimes, as you see in the Bible, it been like years for some people to get something to happen for them. So ask God for patience, because that don't mean it's not going to come. It's just not what's going to come on our time, on human time. It's going to come on God's time. So we have to ask for patience through that time as well as He is getting us ready for that. And that's what that goes on and said with Esther. It's a lot of stuff that needed to be done before she met King Xerxes. So Xerxes, yeah, King Xerxes. So it took a lot for her to get to that point, right? So yeah, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to, probably go to some things, some trials and tribulations. So when you get there, it'll be more a smooth going thing than all rough and bumpy like the devil would like it to go to. If you are a prodigal, he don't want you to stay a prodigal. If you are a kingdom spouse, he wants you to get into marriage. If you're a kingdom spouse and never met your kingdom spouse, he wants you to meet them. He wants these things to happen, but things need to be broken off to a certain degree. And some people, when they get married, it's going to break off other things. You're going to get more deliverance. Some people have to get married. A lot of reasons for that as well, because it's going to be other things going to be broken off of them. 12:7, it says right here, there in the presence of the Lord your God, you and your family shall eat and shall rejoice in everything you have put your hand to, because the Lord your hand to, because the Lord your God has blessed you. And that is Deuteronomy chapter 12 through 7. Chapter 12, chapter 12, verse 7. I meant to say yes. So yeah. Thank you. So yeah, so that's what needs to happen. You need to get this done. I know it seems like a lot, but as he was saying in this verse, you and your family shall eat, right? You and your family shall eat. Basically, all the things that the Lord is going to be giving to you. It's not going to only just help you, but it's going to help your family. Your family now, before you even have children, or the children you have now. Some of y'all going to have more children. Stuff like that is going to help generationally all around. So you're going to have to, ask God, do this time to give you patience. So when you get to the very thing that you need to get to, you will see how beautiful it all was at the end of the day, and how God was working. So that's what you need to do. I am also looking at this as well. Does 2 to 5 means anything to you? 2 through 5? 2 through 5. Does 2 through 5? Like two number and then five, like that? Or just 25? Like chapter 2? Or I don't understand what you mean by that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, this Vaseline. I try not to put too much Vaseline on my lips, because I'm trying to, like, because this weather, the place that I stay at, it is incredibly cold. Um, no, honestly, mm-mm. No, it doesn't mean anything to me. No, no, it doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, oh, like you saying that you have been seeing it or something, that verse? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, have you been seeing it around a lot, or like what's been going on with that? Or is it just a number that come to mind? I'm not sure. And y'all, I'm trying to get off of here also at like 9:50. I just want to hurry up and get on here. Usually I have my lives for about 2 to 3 hours, like when I get on here, but I'm trying to get stuff done today. So I'm just trying to, like, basically hurry up and cause yeah. I'm not sure. I guess whenever you message me back. Um, but yeah, how is everybody doing as a whole? Though I really want to know how everybody's doing, since it's been like a while. I just went to hear up and get that past everything. Oh, and I also wanted to say was to, with the sexual thoughts and lustful feelings, and with masturbation and stuff like that. It causes you to have shame when you do masturbate. I just wanted to say that as well. It causes you to have shame, and even if you, before you knew about God or not, especially after you know about God, it causes you to have shame, right? So God is saying, if you repent and you really are trying to change, He's going to help you with that. Of course, you got to put your best foot forward and do your best as well, because He wants someone that works to get something out of life. But do not allow that to give you condemnation as well. Just wanted to say that. But yeah. Yeah, it was a Tree of Life YouTube message today. Interesting. I think I know exactly who you're talking about too. Tree of Life. I saw another probably post about 2 through 12 as well, and I agree. Your hair is amazing. Thank you. Um. 2 through 5. I'm gonna look at that real quick. I had talked about this verse 25, but that's the only thing I'm seeing. Out of 2 through 5, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. 2 through 5. I really don't know about that. The only thing it's showing is like Bible verses right now in here when I put that on there. Huh. I see this right here, this Zechariah. For I will be a wall of fire around it, declares the Lord, and I will be the glory within it. I don't know exactly what that means. And then, of course, it talks about Philippians, but Zechariah 2 through 5. And it says, For I said the Lord will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. And it says the fire is the burning passion which exists in the hearts of those who commit to serving God. It says the fire creates an appetite for righteousness. Fire produces love, reverence, and passion for God. Fire is found in the fervor, Fervor, and intensity of worship. That's another thing too. Helps break off a lot of things as well. That just reminded me that part right there, worship. You need to worship as well. I usually put on instrumental music when I worship. If I'm not putting on actual like songs, and I just listen to, like, read the Bible. Also wanted to say was too, um, um, 222, strong concordance talks about the flame of God. So I don't know. Talks about the flame of God on 222. Um, so yeah, pressure to live do right by God feels like a lot than getting attacked mentally, and the witchcraft can feel like you're drowning. So thank you for the encouragement. Yeah, the witchcraft be, but like I said on many as other videos that I have, it cannot actually defeat you. It only molds you. It can never defeat you. The things that happens with witchcraft, it can never make anything out. You know what I'm saying? It will never damage you like the devil been trying to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because that witchcraft, that's what it does. It try to make you lose like a lot of hope, not only with yourself, but like with human beings. What they want to do, they want to make you like them. That's what I always say, because they want you to turn like them and go to hell right with them. And that's just really what it is. And that's just straight up what it is. And God has been, keeping us. When we pray, he puts his other part, he partake more into that, his power into that. So when we pray, that helps a lot. More than we think it does. It helps a lot. Prayer does work. That's beautiful imagery. A wall of fire of love. What website do you use? I use BibleHub.com, and I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that's what it looks like when you get on there. And that's what I use for my videos and my community post, and it has helped. Because in the past, we all thought that angel numbers were the thing. Um, Man, I'll be honest, I used to use angel numbers so much back, and when I was in the world, I used to think angel numbers were it. It was just like that was the very verses on there. Like that's it. Like that was my verse. Did I get in the Bible? Yeah. But I got into the angel numbers like crazy because I would see the numbers a lot. When really the whole time I should have been looking at strong concordance, especially the Bible verse. But the devil had did that. And you even realized too, whoever that got into angel numbers, they were so quick and they were so detailed. It seems as if it was really your life and they knew exactly what was going on with you, when really it was just all illusion. when you really realize about 222, it don't all only mean about Genesis and about love. It also means about other things, about guarding yourself from things that are not for you. Because I really do like the verse also Isaiah 222 as well. It talks about how let me put that on there. Put no more trust in man, who has only the breath in his nostrils. Of what account is he? Question mark. So that's also what I like about it too, because it's also showing another part of why God says trust in him as well. Because of that's the big reason. But like I said, the devil had me in angel numbers very intensely, and it got me in a lot of mess because I believed in those angel numbers. Glory to God. Yeah. So yeah, I really recommend everybody to get into Strong Concordance. It's a really lovely site that the Hebrews that God allowed the Hebrews to do for us. It was just yeah. It's just good. Like, of course I don't it's one lady I like to listen to in the past. Can't even find her anymore. I don't know if she stopped doing ministry or not. I hope not. But anyways, she was talking about how you could glorify strong concordance too, and how you need to get into the Bible, because sometimes strong concordance, you gotta learn to know where to go with that, because don't get me wrong, I look at strong concordance, but it's like majority of the time, if I don't feel led at that moment to look at it and look at the Bible verse first, then that's what I'm gonna do. But majority of the times I'm looking at the Bible verse first, because sometimes those strong concordance don't mean nothing to your life. It don't mean nothing to your life. It don't mean nothing to people around you, whoever that you have to minister in that time, talk to and help. It don't really mean anything to it. So majority of the times you need to go into the Bible verse to know what God is trying to tell you. Majority of the time, not saying that strong concordance is not good, because if you scroll down with strong concordance, you'll see Bible verses there. Not only does it show the strong concordance 2222, but if you scroll more down, you'll see other things, other verses that add into that, and see where that's. But sometimes not even that on there on no strong concordance. So the devil been intensely trying to make sure that we don't get into the Bible majority of the time. There's nothing wrong with strong concordance, but he trying to make sure we don't get in the Bible at all. So yeah, absolutely. And you said the pressure to live and do right. My God, feels like a lot. Yeah. And you know what I also noticed through witchcraft as well? Everybody got their own thing, right? So some people, they like to go to the park. Some people like to go to the lake. Some people like to go to their closet. Some people like to, sit in their room, whatever, to talk to God. Also too, in this time, figure out your hobbies, things that you like to do. If it is drawing, painting, sewing, writing, playing a sport, whatever that is, walking, go do that in that time as well. Because what the witches and warlocks want to do, and the devil in general, sending these people, um, if they're doing it knowingly or unknowingly, they want you to be stuck on the issue instead of seeing the other beautiful things of life. It's more than just your witchcraft that is going on. It's is training you, and then also it's other beautiful things in the world to look at, and what they usually want you to do is just pay attention to that. Like they're only paying attention to the negative thing. Go to the devil and get something. That's negativity, thinking that the devil is going to get you anything when you can just go to God and wait, so it can be everlasting instead of temporary. So yeah, I would say that as well with witchcraft. Find something that you really like to do that time as well, to keep you occupied. Of course, get in the Bible. Of course, you're fasting, you're worshiping, you're petitioning, and all that. And but make sure you get into and praying, of course. But make sure you get a hobby that you really enjoy around that time. Because God also too, the devil also wants you to murmur. He wants you to complain, do all those processes instead of seeing what's really going on. Um, so yeah, I have noticed that's exactly what they're doing. And I'm gonna tell you something: the more stressed out you are, the more fuel to the fire. They basically love that they want you to disconnect from God completely. That's the real big plan of it all. It's not just hating yourself and wanting to do anything bad to yourself, and it also wants you to hurt other people and do stuff to other people because you're angry. They want you to have hatred with other people as well. So yeah, be bold. In the story of Job is so good. When I'm down, yeah, it's good. It's good because his skin got messed up. His has been he has been do a lot. His wife even said basically curse God because of the children that died and the business and the money that they had, and Job kept trying. He kept pushing, until he got to where he needed to go to in life, and then he got everything basically added right back to him. God, a lot of times with Job, I have noticed he talks about Joel a lot. Joel, as a Joel, Joel 2:25, and it says right here, God can restore what is broken. But hold on, let me look at this real quick. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locusts have eaten, the hopper, the destroyer, and the cutter, the great army sent among you. And army can mean like the army of angels. So yeah. Um yeah, so I wanted to say that as well. Because I had some strong concordance before that had army in it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was talking about the army. And it was talking about how God was telling me in that sense of how God is going to be sending his army of angels out to protect any of his children that is going to do whatever they're going through. So yeah, and then also with all that witchcraft that you be going through. Some people is 1 year, some people is 2 years, some people going through witchcraft all their life and they just found out who's doing it, and now they got to depart from them, and then find out also how long it's been and how damaging it did, to them. So they basically, yeah, God is saying that it took a lot of years away because you've been doing a lot of crime. Maybe you missed a lot of opportunities going through witchcraft. They be trying to take money from you, business deals, friendships, romantic relationships, whatever that is, health declining, whatever that they do to you, trying to mess with your face, doing vanity type of spells, whatever that is, trying to ruin stuff in your life. God is saying that he will restore that back to you. When I read this verse, when I was going through stuff really, really bad, Joel 2:25 was something I really paid attention to, you know? Vondale, how you doing? Thank you both. I haven't been on a walk in a while. Perhaps I can combine the two should the warfare intensify. Should the two should the Yeah, I'm telling you, you're welcome. Yeah, because like that's what you need to do. You need to go to take a walk, and when God leads you, whenever that is, and just go and sit down, open up that Bible. And I do sometimes. I pray before I open up the Bible, and I'll ask God, where do you want me to go? Like put me to where the exact verse do you want me to go to? Tell me exactly where you want me to go to. And I'll open this Bible before I sit there and open that Bible. I'll ask God, where do you want me to go to? Flip me to that. Make sure I open that. I open the Bible and it's exactly on the verse that you want me to go to, and have faith that the Lord is going to do that, and also let me to lead me to understand what you're trying to tell me. Because sometimes the Bible is, so make sure you ask God about that as well. Make sure you have some time, keep yourself off the internet around that time, and just be on the phone. Looking for whatever God is telling you to look for with them verses, and look for the meanings of it and stuff like that. And then, yeah, allow God to talk to you in that kind of way. Read it either way, it'll help. Yeah, I'm telling you, Job is good. I'm telling you, that ain't. He went through a lot, but that whole verse, a chapter, I meant to say, was really lovely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Go into that, because this is usually the best time, because they, like I said, they make you lose hope. That's what their plan is, to make you lose hope in yourself and in God and whatever he done promised you. So that's the plan that they want to do. So yeah, get into that. A lot of times you'd be surprised with witchcraft. They're not really getting you as much as they said they're getting you. Like, much as they trying to do to you, they're not really. A lot of the times God be blocking a lot of stuff. Like he be blocking a lot of stuff. Like we don't believe it because it looks so bad. But if he really let that devil have his hand in our lives, he would like I said, the majority of the time they want us in our graves and go to hell. They want us to sell our soul to the devil and go to hell. But since God has been keeping us and showing us how He's been, giving us grace through this time, yeah. But that's usually the plan. Alone. I have a question. Be bold in peace if you're still on here. With this whole situation that you're going through, do you like possibly feel like alone? Like I just wanted to know that, not to get so much in your business, if you don't mind me asking. Do you feel alone? I just wanted to know that. Like, yeah, alone, because sometimes with witchcraft it gives you isolation. God wants you to have isolation through this time. So now He don't want you talking to certain people or going certain places, because sometimes that's where the activity is at, or that's where God doesn't want you to go to, so He can show you something on the other flip side. So I just wanted to know, like, do you feel like immense of like loneliness? Just wanted to know that. The traumatized version of Job on YouTube is so good. Dramatized. Okay. I'm probably gonna look at that. I'm probably gonna look at that. But yeah, I just wanted to be bold in peace. I just wanted to ask you that question because, yeah, it's up to you. You want to answer? Just if you want to, email me or anything, that's fine. But I just wanted to ask that question. Oh, yeah, I don't have no phone stander, so I can't stand nothing up on my I can't stand nothing up really good. So I'm just trying to hold on. But yeah, it says right here. It says I do know that I've been through heavy witchcraft. It was a lot against my mind. Um, I've been finding out a lot of that stuff, like that witchcraft. They be using coconuts and stuff like to do witchcraft on you, because the coconut is like the head of. Basically, they use like witches and warlocks. They use the coconut to like basically make sure they mess with your mind. So yeah, they plant whatever they inside of that coconut to make sure that they want you to feel this way or that way, whatever that is. They put it in the coconut. Yeah, y'all get into Stephanie P. Smith video about witchcraft. Stephanie P. Smith, she talks good on that. Okay. I don't feel like I can relate to anyone, or when I do get close and everyone gets used to attack me. The reason why I asked this question on Be Bold in Peace, because God showed me 909, and I wasn't paying attention to it, and I seen it, and I was like, let me ask her. So yeah, I just wanted to know that. And so yeah, and yeah, it says be separated also with strong concordance, and it says isolated. So yeah, you're going to be probably isolated, more likely. Not probably, I mean to say you're going to be usually isolated due this time. It's like I also wanted to say was too, that's also when you go to witchcraft, when God actually really connects with you. You actually find out His love and how He looks at people, and how much mercy He gives. Also, you find out in that time. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these witches and warlocks, they know to stop doing that stuff. They know they don't supposed to be doing that. Majority of them know that. And God be like trying to see how also too how they play that game, and see how far they will take. It's a testing for everybody. He's testing you, He's testing them, and really majority of the time they be failing, because they just they don't even supposed to be doing it anyway, right? And God be like literally telling them like stop doing that stuff, but they want to continue and do it. I just wanted to say that as well. It's not like God has not told him to stop. So also, I just don't feel like God is just allowing anything to happen to you. He has told him to stop. Just wanted to say that that's usually how it goes. Um, Yeah, the heavy warfare. And it's usually majority time, it's like I said, it's a lesson. He's trying to teach you something to get you more into like understanding and discernment on how to war for yourself when you're going through stuff. Because if you don't know what you're warring against in the future, it can really cause problems. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you do. I hope things go well for everybody in this situation. It's thank you though. I really do. I hope the best for everybody. But yeah, make sure that you do that. Um, because it also says right here with strong concordance, it says washing. It's a purification. Um, affected by means of water. God is basically washing a lot of us too. When you go through witchcraft, whoever that is, that goes through witchcraft, you are getting purified in a lot of different ways. We don't even notice it. It also increases our, like I said, it makes us understand God's love and stuff like that, and how He views sin as well. And some people did witchcraft in the past and stuff, and they have stopped. Some people have stopped doing witchcraft. They have did it before, and they have stopped. But some people will not stop, and some of them do witchcraft on people, and then some of them did just witchcraft for them to get their own money or whatever they wanted. Either or is not right, because everybody's always talking about the bad witch and the good witch stuff. That's not a thing. But what is true is that some witches are diabolical and sinister. But what I'm saying is that's usually how it goes. God is not okay with none of it. But what I'm saying is that what I pray for when witches and warlocks do anything, I pray for them to get to God. That's the biggest blessing in the world, is for them to get to God. That's it. Because I'm not going to have my heart be dirty because of them. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to have my heart feel like dirty mold and rust and mud. I'm not going to have my heart feeling like that because of you. You know? Like, I'm not going to do it. You can have your anger and whatever that is, and I hope to God that you change. Because I talk about pray for your enemies. And it's like, you should change. Because I know I have many visions and dreams about hell, and I don't want to go there. So, yeah. So I just hope that you change. That's all I say. I feel like that's what's going on now. Yeah, yeah. You're right. I found myself praying for my enemy stronger, and my heart is more tender. Yeah, like you know, I'm not saying be like letting them back in your life and doing all that stuff. Now, if God is having you live a Joseph life and bring your family, blessing your family and stuff, that's another story. But what I'm saying is, if God is not leading you, do that. But if your family comes up, like friends or whoever that did stuff to you, ex or whatever, and they asking for food, a coworker, whatever that is, I keep going. Your neighbor, I'm just gonna keep going. If they come to your house and be like, I'm hungry or I'm thirsty, I need some clothes, God is saying, yeah, go and get them something. But for some people, go and get them something, that's it. And we have to understand that, where that goes. Now, don't get me wrong. God will talk about, if y'all get into the verses about how God talks about, actually, I'm going to look at this real quick so I can give y'all something instead of just, um, all right, let me look at that real quick. All right, let me look at this real quick. I'm trying to see where I'm at. All right, so let me just put this on here. Okay, web search. All right, let me see. That's Jeremiah 7. Jeremiah. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this real quick. Um, Trying to find it. Okay. Oh God. Um, so it says right here with this verse, right? It says Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 16. So do not pray for this people, nor offer any plea or petition for them. Do not plead with me, for I will not listen to you. So it says right the meaning of it says, yikes. Why does God tell Jeremiah not to pray for the people of Judah? And does that mean there are times when we should not pray? So it says right here, right? It says that they know about God's warning, that he will have their nations conquered by any enemy because of their sin, but they don't really think that God is going to do it. So God is saying is for some people, he'll have you pray and he'll have you, but sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. In some situations, God will tell you that's it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Um Nobody want to talk about that enough, but sometimes God will allow you to go because they're not going to change. Some enemies, excuse me, some enemies will not stop doing what they're doing. So sometimes God will allow that to happen, allow you just to stop. Um, yeah. But majority of the time, will he have you praying for people? Yeah, but it is some other verses I want to get into as well about how God will tell you to stop praying for certain people because he's not gonna do anything. He ain't making no movement basically because they have did so many things unrepenting wise. So yeah, basically taking their hands off of the enemy. Like basically that's it. I had a child of God. I had other people pray for this person, not one child of God, multiple people, and they didn't listen and they keep doing the same stuff. Yeah, God will do that. Not saying God is evil, but God, they put this persona. I have noticed with the devil and with God, they act like the devil is something more to take serious. And then with God, it's like you don't take him serious. It's like, whatever, you don't take him serious. He ain't nothing to listen to, which is very crazy to me. They will look over God like he's just like a wimp or something. And and a lot of people think God, they'll say God is a woman when he's not even a woman. But the reason why people say that stuff because God apparently allows a lot of stuff. God gives grace and mercy. And if that's y'all mixing in with gender, that is crazy. That basically women are weak and men, devil gotta be a man because he's so cutthroat. Like, no. They just be mixing gender stuff with God. God has said he is not human. He is not man. Okay, so I don't know why they keep doing that stuff in that kind of sense. It don't even make any sense. So his mercy and grace tells you that he's supposed to be a woman, and then with the devil's lack of grace and mercy, he's a man and he's serious when he say he's going to do something. Like, huh? So yeah, but God, yeah, he's not. No, he's not playing with none of these enemies in this hour. God keeps talking about that he's going to give judgment to what people have done. That don't mean that God has never loved them and all that kind of stuff. He don't want to do. I don't believe God want to do that stuff. He wants all his children to obey the things that he the creatures that he done made on this earth to obey, but they don't want to. So I wanted to say that as well. Make sure you, like I said, I'm so serious about worshiping, petitioning, fasting, and praying, so you will know what to do in this hour. That is really for real. He'll even tell you to cut yourself away from certain people because your presence is a blessing for the things that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's this lady I like to listen to that went from LGBT to heterosexual, and she's a Black African American woman on TikTok. I don't know if y'all know her. She has short hair, brown skin, kind of small eyes, slim face. Ugh, cannot find her, but anyway, because it's hard. Like TikTok is really hard. Sometimes only time I see a person on there, they post something new. It's really different on there for me. But anyways, yeah, be very, 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 very careful on how you do things in this hour. God tell you to depart, depart. If you're isolating that season, it's for a reason. I will say it like that. For many is reason, but let God give you the rest. But yeah. What is really interesting to me is I got into another argument with who I think my kingdom spouse is, and I still have my doubts. But today on my way home, I saw his initials and 9999. What's crazy is when I look up strong concordance, right? I look up strong concordance 999 one time, right? And I never could find anything, right? So when I try to look it up, it came up in understanding for 999 strong concordance, and it says in knowledge, know of knowing. So basically, in knowledge to men of understanding. Whatever disagreement that you have had, one, both of y'all, or him or you, will get an understanding on why did that happen. Basically, that's usually when I find it. It's an understanding, a lack of understanding, a lack of knowledge that the devil wants us to have, so we can perish whatever that the Lord wants to give to us. So yeah, you probably will be getting some type of like a, how can I explain, like a revelation, a realization, epiphany. You know how people say that through this time. That's basically what you're going to get, or y'all both, or he's going to get. God is truly revealing his love to me, because I was researching the chosen last night and just started bawling and how much he loves us. Yeah, he do loves us. It's just like I said, through this time, the devil's trying to make us believe that he don't even like us. God don't even like us. Witchcraft can really mess with your you're like a on fire. Sometimes you'll be like a on fire type of child of God. Like every day it's like God, God, God. And then all of a sudden you're like, God. Maybe. Like all of a sudden you just change. And that's the devil. The majority of the time that ain't nothing but the devil. So I just wanted to say that as well. But yeah, he'll have you on fire, and then all of a sudden you're not messing around with it too much anymore. So yeah. I'll be focusing stuff too much on things. My eyes go together, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm looking at them like um and it also says right here too, I never noticed this. It says right here with 999 strong concordance, it says a ditch. Oh, it reminds me of this one. I'm trying to remember this verse. When basically whatever they're trying to dig you in, like try to dig up for you, they'll throw themselves into. Like, I might have to find that one. Um, Matthew 15:14. Let me look at that real quick. And I just saw the affinity sign. I don't know if that's anything to anybody on here, but I just saw the affinity sign, and that usually means forever. Something happens good forever. Something romantical, you know? It says, leave them, they are blind guides. This is Matthew 15. Leave them, they are blind guides. If the blind lead the blind, both will fall into the pit. Like I was saying before, I think it was on a community post or a video. Pay attention to the people that are talking to you in this hour. Well, I feel that. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to, I don't care who it is. It can be your mom telling you good things for 10 years, and then all of a sudden it seems off. Okay, pay attention to that. Pay attention, because people are getting used unknowingly and knowingly. So just pay attention if you are listening to somebody, and make sure that that's from the Lord. Make sure everything they're saying is from the Lord, orchestrating them. Excuse me, y'all. Anyway, make sure of that, because yeah. Let me look at that verse when someone digs a pit for you and they'll fall into it. Let me look at that real quick. Someone, look at that. Someone. Mm, someone digs a pit for what? Oh yes, for you. Yeah, yeah. Someone digs a pit. Oh my gosh. Gotta understand. I didn't see the pit one. I saw the Infinity Sign when I was, yeah. Um, you know, the devil. Oh, God is showing me something right now. He's showing me how, like, he gave me a vision right now. He's showing me how, like, basically the devil wants to burn this affinity sign between you and your person. He wants to burn that everlasting thing that the Lord wants you to have. A lot of people are going to be growing old as gray with their spouses, or having a lot of things with their spouses. Um, and the devil does not, he does not want that to happen. So, yeah. So make sure that that is something that you're paying attention to. In this hour, he's trying to give you some understanding. Make sure you don't look at the negative, look at the positive of things, because that's also where the devil will knock you off to understand what God is trying to tell you. Okay, so okay. All right, so let me see what I got that. All right. So it says Proverbs chapter 26 through 27. So 26, 27. So chapter 26, verse 27. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 27. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. So it says right here, someone that plans harm or misfortune for others may also advertently be the recipient of the same misfortune. So whatever that somebody is doing to you, it will not. You're good. Basically, nothing really will happen to you like the devil's trying to. And a lot of times that devil be mad that he can't really get you like that. You know, he can't get you deaf or any type of illness that will keep you thinking. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome. Oh my God, Shamika. Girl, I'm about to get off of here. I was gonna get off here at 9:50, but some told me to get off at 10 o'clock. So I'm just like, I'll stay on for 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I hope everything go well for you as well. Yeah, cause yeah, that's exactly what I seen. Like it was like some fire. It was just terrible. How it looked. But I also thought about it too, like the fire, like could be also God as well. Like he's protecting this. Like he's putting like a fire around this blessing as well. You know? Like even though the devil's trying to burn it up, God is about to sit there and still protect with his flame of fire, you know? But anyway, Shamika Williams, yes, girl, how you doing? No, that's fine, cause girl, you can sit there and look at it like, after it probably take like a few minutes before it actually on my this. I be having a lot of videos I be wanting to post, y'all, like a lot, and I just never really can post as much as I want to because of the way my internet is over here. When I was on a mission for God one time, I was able to go and post like 20 minutes, you know. And now since I'm back to where I'm at, it's just like, but when I do lives and community posts for some reason, it posts really quick. Or when the video is very short. I don't care if the video was long when I was on that mission, I was able to still get it in about 20 to 10 minutes. So I don't know. He called back on day, fourth day, D-Day. I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying on that. Later talking about Cole like something bothering him. I'm so glad you live again, sis. I'm sorry, can you tell me again what that what you meant by that beautiful melody, and how are you doing? Oh, he called back days ago. Later um talking about kind of cold, like something bothering him. Kind of cold. I want to understand what you mean by that. And you said right here, um I'm good. Good to see you. I'll catch the live. Yeah. Look at it earlier. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Um what you were saying. Yeah, because that's all you need to do is look at that. But yeah, it's really hard for me to do like lives like nowadays because I'd be busy. So yeah. Um hmm, later he was talking. He was oh okay, okay. So he was talking kind of cold. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I look at it like this. Um, I look at it like this. Um, you only know where you're at with God to a certain degree, right? But I will say this. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. What is the recent video that you have watched of me? I just wanted to ask that. Just wanted to ask. But it's up to you to say. But I just wanted to ask. Just wanted to ask. Like another is confusing him and he can't tell. He can't tell. And how was work, Shamika? Because a lot of people talking about they're having like their days are okay, but they're like chilling. So how was work? Cause like yeah, it's been a while. Cause I'm trying to think. Oh, he can't tell me. He can't tell you. Hmm. Can't tell you. So he's like basically make sure that like you don't know what's like basically going on in your life, his life. Yeah, yeah. Um, just looking at something real quick on here. Hello. Okay, I'm seeing right here. I knew it was this one, but I didn't want to say nothing. um, this was your recent video I'm seeing on that you looked at. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I be like really like I be seeing people's emails like as well as their comments. I see mostly of um the emails more than the comments. YouTube acts so weird. Like it's really hard for me to do like certain things on here. I'm just learning, and I hope people don't think I'm acting like acting weird. But I can't. I'm trying to figure out how to do it without messing up something else. But I was looking at it. Um, one of the the positive your positive part in their lives with this video right here. Let me just look at this real quick. And it says so basically with this one, um I hope that you looked into the description box because I have noticed God keeps telling me some people look into the description box and some people look in the strong concordance of my the video and some people don't. But God is saying that I know the videos are usually long, but you got to look in that part. Basically, take time out of your day, whenever read one part and then read the other another day, just to get to solidify everything that you're hearing. So I will say that. I don't know if I'm telling the truth on that part, but for some people, but yeah. So yeah, make sure that you look at that into the description box, so you will know what God is trying to basically tell you with that. um because some people are not that like kind of like around the corner, they're about to get to the person they're supposed to be with, well, however that might be. I'm cool, I'm ready to get off now. I have about an hour or so left. These mm, yeah, it is like, man, like, because where I stay at, it is freezing. So and it's just such a interesting weather. One minute it'll be cold, and then the next minute I just be like, there ain't nothing but God. So, because on the like weather channel tell you like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like this weather, and you're like, okay, okay. And then because one time I bought these shoes from this store I love shopping at. And I bought them, and I'm like, okay, today's the day. I'm about to go outside. I'm about to have a good time. I'm about to put these on, and I'm about to be that girl. And I went out, and all of a sudden, as I get down to where I have to get to, and I'm like, why do I feel droplets like all over my head? Like, oh my gosh, why did I listen to this weather channel? So I run back into the house. I'm like, pew, and I run back into the house. I'm like, here, get the keys, go in there, go change my shoes real quick, and then come back out, and then I get in the car. Like, it was just like a fast process. It was just like because those type of shoes, you can't put water on it like that. And I'm like, dang. So yeah, I did not listen to the Weather Channel. What should like I don't really listen to it that much. I just go with what I know of, but usually I don't really listen to the Weather Channel. I'll be telling the truth for me. Too much. It be lying sometimes. It really do. It's God's weather, so that's why I usually like to listen to because God. Because man, I had a feeling I shouldn't wear it anyway, so I had to untie the shoe and everything, which made it longer for me to leave when I was kind of like pressed for time anyway. So yeah, this weather, it has been interesting. But yeah, make sure you look at that. And that goes for anybody on here that's not looking at the description box or the community post. Make sure that you do, because that's the other part that you need. Weather be unpredictable. Weather be unpredictable. Doesn't it though? It's very interesting because all of this so-called global warming that's going on, and I feel like a lot of it is because of what they're trying to do, the government, and and I feel like they be doing this stuff like because it's not always. I don't believe that this is God's allowing it, but I feel like they be the ones like actually doing the whole thing. I feel that they be doing it. Like, they be messing up with the weather, like, because it's not of God, the stuff that they be doing. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. And yeah, I just think they be messing with the weather. I have noticed that. It's just this is how I feel for a long time. Even my grandmother be saying like how the sky looks different and all these crazy wildfires and stuff that be happening. It just be messing with the weather. It does be shiny outside, like that kind of glistening, like kind of like, cause that's one thing I used to like when I was younger, because I love to walk, and I used to look at the sky, and then I would look at the water, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And then all of a sudden I've been noticing how like it be like it does be like sunny outside, but just not the way it used to be. So I've been paying attention to that, like, man. And this one lady I like to listen to, Circles of Life, Angela. I believe I'm saying that right. Hold on. Circle. Let me see if I'm saying that. Circles. Oh yes. Circles of Life with Angela. She talks about that, how they be messing with the weather as well, as I had to talk about it on my videos about the world. So yeah. 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 You said do a video game. I'm telling you, that's how God be talking. Like he will tell you something. I'm telling you, he'll tell you what's going on. Like for real. I love that. How he used a video game. Man, man, that is really cool. I like that. He most definitely will use whatever that it is to get his message across. Oh, I wanted to say this too. God has shown me this one more verse that I didn't even look at. I'm just gonna put this. Oh, a lot of changes in atmosphere. Yeah, it's just different. It's just different. But it ain't scaring me. It used to scare me, but it ain't scaring me no more. Oh my gosh. Guys, God showed me something. This is really cool. So anyways, um so God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female, he created them. And that's Genesis 1:27. God also showed me on this ad right now. Now is the time to. So I don't know what y'all supposed to be doing, but now is the time to. Now is the time to go back to school. Now is the time to start that business. Now is the time to move. Now's the time to get that car. Always the time to have faith, but now is the time. And whoever that gets on to here that's new to my channel, now's the time to get back with God. Now is the time. Whatever that is. Mm, yeah, now's the time to leave that job. Now's the time to apply to that new job. Now is the time. Because before you get to your King Xerxes, basically God has you doing something before you get there. And he, of course, he has created mankind, with female, male and female. He created them. But the thing is, before you can get to the man that you're supposed to be with, your Adam, like how Esther got with King Xerxes, you need to get yourself together. So when you get to that man or you get to that woman of God, whoever that's watching this as well. I wanted to say that as well. For some reason, God's telling me to say that. Whoever that gets on here for this part, make sure that you have got yourself together. Um, I don't know what that is. Now is the time to get family restoration. Now is the time to email your prodigal. I don't know what that is. Now is the time. Also, whoever that is too, God is saying forever that is a man watching this, whenever you watch this, could be a year from here, a few months from here, I don't know. But also now it's the time to propose. I wanted to say that as well. Now it's time to propose. Or now it's time to depart from somebody. Leave somebody alone. That as well. But yeah. That is so cool. Like how God is like allowing me to see that. I like that. That's really different. He never like bores me. I'm telling you, God never bores me. I get really bored and quick. And he never bores me because I get bored. I really do. Because I don't know, I guess I've been so much into whatever God has been showing me, and I always been the bored type of person, get bored quick. Um, but um for some reason, like with being with God, I have like really, I want to be around people that like know how to give good conversation. Because when I think back on my life in the past, people I dated or friends or whatever that was, whatever efforts that I gave, they didn't give back. So it was trying to learn somebody, trying to have conversation, whatever that is. I have noticed that it was never being reciprocated. It wasn't a reciprocal thing. So yeah, I do get bored very quickly, but I do get finding myself where with God, He never bores me. Where I'm missing with humans, I'm not missing with God. He applies that feeling that I'm longing for, which is excitement in some type of way. Don't mean I need to, be excited and entertained. I haven't got as entertainment or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that um Like he actually listens to you. You know, that's also bores you too when you're talking to somebody and they just and they ain't even listening. That'd be boring you too. So, but God actually listens to you. So, however way He communicates with you, and I love that. Just wanted to say that as well because I'm not looking at God as no entertainment or anything, but I am looking at God as my friend, but a friend that has not used me and I'm not using him. That kind of friend. Good friend. Period. So yeah, I don't understand what you said about that part. The no melody, beautiful melody. Save, save 60% for life. Save. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, God's showing me something else. Save 60. Oh, God is saying for some. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. God is saying, God is saying for some of y'all to save some money. Save some money. Save like 60% of the money that you have. Save 16% of it. Basically, how can I explain? If you get a check, right? Make sure you say, okay, I put it into the calculator, right? So say for instance, right? Say your check is about 600 to possibly 1,000, maybe in that 600 to 1,000, maybe less, whatever that is. Put that into your calculator and put down 16%. Save that. I don't know how long that's going to be, but save that. Ask God to give you some type of understanding of that, but save that. Save. Let me look at that. And I'm just going to put like make some life savings. And I don't know when he wants you to start, and I don't know how long he wants you to do this. But and it also says with Matthew chapter 16 through 25, for whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. So whatever sacrifice you're making at this moment with that, and sacrifices in the past is going to be beneficial for you and bring glory to the Lord. I'm just going to look at this real quick. I just wanted to see what everybody is saying. Right, and treat you like a therapist. Exactly. And it's like, no, we supposed to be cool. Like, what happened here? Like, no. It says well doing. 16 means well doing. Um, it says properly. So God is saying, do this properly by listening to me when I tell you to save as much. Something about 16%. All right. So it says right here for 16 on Philippians, it says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. So whatever God been doing, you're at the end of it basically. And God is saying like basically make sure that you save enough money for whatever he's going to be having you do. Because remember, this is the Lord's money. Whatever that we get from God, it's the Lord's money, right? It's not ours. So a lot of times God be like testing the heart, like how you look at money. Do you look at it only for yourself and what you're going to get out of it, or you look at it for whatever God's going to have you use it for? So I wanted to say that as well. I get what you mean. It's about something else earlier about no fear. Oh, okay. Because I'm talking about a bit of everything on here. Because God be doing that to me sometimes. He be throwing stuff at me fast, and I'm like, okay. Uh, um, and it says with faith. So God is saying He's going to need your faith in this hour to listen to Him while He's sitting here telling you to save a certain amount of money, whatever that is, close to 16 or over 16. I know it. I seen 16 because it was 16 on here, and then it was 16 on there when I seen what I seen. So I know that has to be what it is. Something about like a life savings. And also be careful, God is saying in this hour, it's going to be people going to try to make you do something, and it's also going to be the devil trying to make you lose that money. So be careful when you put that money to the side. Make sure that you keep it to the side. God is reminding me of a piggy bank, like how people put pennies in there. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Keep it in there. Do not touch it. Like, that's just it. Do not touch it. So, yeah. So make sure you do not touch it. It is not your money to touch, basically. In that time. So yeah. Because he might go be using it for something. Clearly. So yeah. Um, I'm just trying to see what else he want me to look at real quick because I feel like I'm missing something. Thank y'all for the hearts. So flattered. Let's get it off. But yeah. Um, it says right here. It says representing love and loving. 16 in the Bible. It says Christians are to become perfected in God's love, not just by physically. Trying to see where. Um, just by physically obeying the. So then when I read this, it's kind of obeying the commandments. So yeah, of course, listen to the commandments and everything like that, but obeying God is like the really biggest thing. Because sometimes when God has you doing something, it's a big faith run. Like He got you doing something that's going to have you, um, really trusting in God. It might look really bad, like like some rocks on the road. It could be like a long time to get there. It seems like maybe like a plane ticket length, train length type of thing to get to where you need to get to. But God is saying that it's all worth it. It might seem like forever, and it could be only hours. It could be only weeks or months. However long God wants you to save this money, or how many hours, and then it takes months or weeks. When the actual fruition of what He's been doing for you to keep it. So, like, basically, if I save the money today, right? I get my check today, or I get my check this Friday, I will save it. And then when I save enough, however God wants to say it, it will be a 5 days. He wants me to save this money. So then in the next few months, I will be spending it for whatever God has me spending it for, or He'll be preparing me for to spend whatever He needs me to spend it for in the next coming months or weeks. That too. So be careful in that time frame. Make sure that the devil does not make you want to spend that money, or someone trying to make you, because sometimes you got people around you too that, like, they always be needing something. There's nothing wrong about helping people, but some people really be using you. So be careful in that time as well. Whoever that you do have yourself around with, make sure that you use that money for yourself. If you have been doing stuff for other people and they have not been doing that for you, and whatever that could be, it could be this time when they're going to be trying to be asking for the most. So be careful with that as well. Just wanted to say that. Just be careful. Yeah, just be careful. Whatever that possibly could be. So yeah. Um. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. So thank you guys for all the hearts and everything. I actually didn't. I had a rest day today. I wanted to relax and I wanted to just chill and just catch up on some things with God. Because usually when I do my ministry, I do make sure I have a time for God, but I wanted a little bit more for today, which will continually go on for the next few days, of course. But yeah, I just really wanted to chill with God today. Just really alone time, just chilling. Because I really don't do that too much anymore. So I just want to start doing that more. Yeah. Yeah, same here. It was really good seeing everybody. And also, if y'all can see it on here, that my glass be showing everything. God is also saying that He is producing fruit in this hour, as well. Whatever that you're going through, is producing fruit. Um, so yeah, it's producing fruit. Just wanted to say that as well. It's producing fruit. So yeah. I'm about to be off of here, y'all, in a few seconds. But God bless you all. I hope this was a good live. I prayed over it, anointed it to make sure that this live was going to be fruitful as well. And it seemed like it was, so I'm really blessed off of it. So everybody have a good night. I will see y'all hopefully pretty soon. Like I said, I'll be busy. So I'm gonna try to see y'all pretty you too. Uh, try to see y'all hopefully sometime this weekend. That's what I'm hoping. Um, yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. Does everyone do this about the set about the saving? Does anyone do this about the saving? I'm sorry, what do you mean by that? Does everyone do this about the saving? So I actually kind of want to look at that before exactly. Let me just look at this real quick. 100%, 16. So I see 500 in minus. Uh, that's always peaceful. It was healing. Thank you so much. Looking forward to it. Yeah, you're welcome. Does everyone do this about the saving? I'm sorry. I don't know what you meant by that though. No. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope that it was because yeah, God was talking. I was like, I might as well just let him talk, because sometimes I be just sitting over here. I'm like, what else are you trying to tell me? He be telling me like a few things at one moment, so I have to like basically like look at everything. So yeah, especially when it's live, I be just like, oh my, because I don't want to get like embarrassed because I don't know if y'all be noticing that on my more likely notice that on my videos I be pausing everything that I say because um I be trying to make sure I'm looking at this right because I'm like but yeah. So does everyone do this about the save? I mean, I don't know what you mean by everyone saving the money. Thank y'all for the hearts, whoever that did that. But yeah, make sure that you do the saving, everything. I'm looking at it. It don't look like it's a lot that y'all would have to save. So just look at that. I don't think it will be a lot that y'all actually have to save or anything. So yeah. Um but like I said, it could be more than 16. It could be more. It really could. I don't know. Noel got off of here. I'll just wait for a few minutes if she can email me back. I mean, not email, but message me back. Have y'all watched the Enchanted? The Enchanted. Oh, does everyone have to do it about the saving money? Honestly, I don't know exactly who it is. Whoever that it resonates to, make sure you pray to God after this live. I should be saying that more in the beginning of the live and also beginning of my videos. But make sure you pray to God about this live and to see if that is you, the person that has to save some money. If it's close to 16 or $16, or that too. I don't know why I said that $16, but it could be $16 you have to keep saving every check you get. But yeah, ask the Lord how if that's for you, if that part is for you, because I had multiple things on here. So yeah, about a lot of different things. But yeah, ask God if that is something that you need to do particularly, because it couldn't be for everybody, but it can be for everyone. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Yeah, you're welcome. But I will be getting off, y'all. Have a blessed night and a good sleep, because that will get your body good, and drink some good, you know, take vitamin C, orange juice. Just wanted to say that. Take care of your body. All right. God bless you all. And I will be seeing y'all sometime soon. Oh, oh. Look, somebody just sat there. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I love that movie. I used to watch a lot when I was younger, but I don't watch it too much anymore. But I'm gonna start. One stuff I still watch is like SpongeBob and I don't know, something really else I really watch. I watch Scooby Doo, yeah, and like old shows. Since I watch Flapjack as well, but I can't remember everything else. But I be watching a lot of stuff. I will say that I do be watching a lot of stuff. Yes, I do. I have a childlike mind. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So yeah. So, but yeah, yeah. Thank you. I love when I see men on my live and men on my comments. I be like, not saying I'm not happy when I see women, but I'm like everybody is getting themselves together. Like, cause I know with a lot of in this world, men don't have no type of like comfortability to like actually like like talk to people and stuff like that. So it's just like when I see that they feel comfortable with like certain women of Christ or whatever, if it's all women of Christ on here, men too, of course, that's doing their ministry. I'm like, yay. Oh my God. I'd be like, yes, yes, yeah, that's not with some lotion on. It's not like sandpaper, but anyway, but yeah, I'd be like really happy when I see that, because I'm like, dang. So yeah, makes me really happy. But God bless you all. See y'all.